Real Housewives of Potomac. Everybody looked fantastic. I love seeing black people dressed in all white. It's just everything. It's beautiful. And everybody looked great. I love the feathers. I love the jewels, the diamonds, the beads, the fringe, the high fashion of it all, the old school glamour, Renaissance era of it all. It was great. I loved it. Now, let's get into the reunion. It is very obvious that what was it dropped? It's very obvious that Karen was not there. Is not there. So Karen, at the beginning they did a video like where she was doing an interview, and she was talking about, they was asking her like a series of questions about like, do you think that you have a problem, and a drinking problem, and do you think that just questions like that. And she said no. But Karen ended up doing a video to the girls, and she talked to them, and she explained. She was just like, yeah, well, obviously I'm not there. I do want to give a shout out to Giselle. Giselle was the first person she gave a shout out to. And then after that, she gave a shout out to, who was it? Kiana. Y'all know her and Kiana got close because after the whole fight Kiana had last season with Deborah, she rode with her to the hospital and stayed with her the whole time, etc. So, and then she said Candace, actually, the Princess of Potomac. Yes, indeed. She mentioned Candace, and she also mentioned Andy Cohen, and she also mentioned Jazzy as well. In which I guess she mentioned Andy because he's a producer. He runs things, so I guess it would make sense to give him a little kiss on the cheek, child. And plus, obviously, she would want to come back to the show. And not saying that she wouldn't come back to the show. She did mention Andy, but it's just a little icing on the cake, child. But he didn't care either way, child. I said, okay. No Wendy. Wendy has been defending Karen for a while. Wendy has stood up for Karen and been a champion for Karen, and there you go. But I remember years ago, Candace told Wendy about the whole thing of Karen, 1 minute she cool with you, the next minute she's not. She does that with all the new girls in the group. She kind of gets them on her side, and then they say when she feels like that you don't need her no more, she throws you away or she turns on you somehow. At one point, Giselle, she wanted to get a lot of credit for telling Wendy that, or informing Wendy that. And they showed a clip when she did tell Wendy that. But at the same time, Giselle, you and Wendy just got cool this season, and y'all's relationship has been awful for years because that's what you wanted. So why would Giselle be so lenient, I guess, or be so eager to hear what you have to say? A person who have said out of your own mouth that you don't like her, and whatever happens to her, it's just what happens, right? So it's interesting. I do wonder if Robin and Candace return to the show, or if if both of them or one of them return to the show. I wonder how Giselle and Wendy's new friendship will be affected. I do wonder that because it's very interesting. It's Robin and Wendy do not like each other, and same thing with Robin and Candace. And as far as I know, Candace and Wendy are still friends. I'm not sure how close, but they are still friends. And so it'll just be interesting to see the dynamics if Candace was to come back on the show. So anyway, so they went through that, and look, I think that Karen should be punished for what she's done, but I don't think that Karen should go to jail. In a sense of, I emotionally just don't think that she should be in jail, or because it'd just be really sad. And Karen is in her 60s, and not saying that, it's not the age. And no, it's just, to go to jail that late in life, it's just, come on, how devastating. How could you make it? Well, obviously, I think she would be in she would be in the celebrity Martha Stewart cell, but I'm just saying. Anyway, moving on from that, let's see. They talked about the body cam footage, and we all saw what that was, a hot mess. Karen's wig was back here, and she was George Jefferson's concubine. Bless her heart. Let me see. GNA. We don't know what's happening with that. They don't either. It went from a clothing line, fashion line, to, I don't know, athleisure wear, until now they're just helping the community. They realized that nobody want anything that those two were selling, and so now they're just helping the community. They're not focused on money because they didn't have no money to put towards the business. And also, people just have to like you at the end of the day. And Giselle and Ashley are just not liked enough nor famous enough for anybody to care to want to buy their stuff. And I think that they realize that. Bless their hearts. Ashley looked lovely in her outfit, in her dress. But Ashley lets the clothes wear her. She never wears the clothes. Ashley never... It's never like, oh, Ashley thought of that. That was Ashley's idea. No. It's always multiple people styling her and putting her into the thing. And mind you, all of them should have a stylist. But without all that, I don't think that Ashley has style at all. That's just something that popped in my head. Because when I was looking at her, I was just like, she looks nice, but it's very just... Anyway. Let me move on, child. Let me see. Giselle brought up something very interesting. She said that she wanted Wendy to watch out for Stacey because apparently Stacey is working on her own Happy Eddie, so to speak, the Devil's Lettuce line or whatever, apparently. I just thought that was very interesting. I'm sure Giselle has the inside tea on everybody, because what else does she have to do? So, yeah, I'm sure. So, I mean, we'll see. Hopefully that's not true, Stacey. I like Stacey. Stacey is hilarious, and Stacey is perfect for reality television. She's quirky. She's, she's random. She's fun. She has an interesting life, even though I think the whole thing with her and TJ was some Todd set up, but she's just very interesting, and she's funny, and I just like her. Anyway, let me see. Jazzy looked great. Jazzy, she was a friend to the show. She probably had one of the best looks out of all of them, to be honest with you. Jazzy, Wendy, Stacey, and Giselle showed out, in my opinion. Heavy on Jazzy and heavy on Giselle. Simple it works best for Giselle. Giselle looked great. This is probably her best look, yeah. Let me see. What else is going on? Jazzy, they talked about the whole side chick thing. I agree with Giselle when she said that Jazzy, the man, cheated. That's it. The man cheated, and you decided to stay. That's it. It's as simple as that. Or he's a liar, and you decided to stay. Whatever it is, you decided to stay, Jazzy. And Jazzy's getting engaged, and she's marrying the dude. So, good luck to her. She sent out the invitations. So she's going to give the ladies the invitations. I hope that Jazzy remains on the show. I think she's very interesting, and she's fun. She's funny. She's a straight shooter. And yeah, I think that Jazzy should stay. But, well, they do all kind of crazy stuff on these shows. All the people that should stay and deserve to stay don't, for whatever reason. So, I don't know. Let me see. What else is going on? Wendy is very upset about Karen not mentioning her at all. And her feelings are hurt. She says that Karen is not her friend. She says that she regrets inviting Karen to the White House with her and all that. And so, yeah. And Giselle, like I said, she wants credit for telling Wendy, being one of the first people, oh, I told you that, and whoop to whoop. But if we're not getting along and you don't like me, I don't like, why would I trust anything that you say? But it's unfortunate. It's unfortunate for Wendy. And who do you trust in these kind of groups anyway? Just in general for any of them. Who do you trust, child? Let me see. What else is going on? They got on the whole Mia thing. Apparently this happened off season or whenever. The cameras wasn't rolling. Mia had a birthday. Mia invited Jazzy and Stacey. Sent a group text, come to Miami, whatever. They got there. They didn't hear from Mia. They didn't hear nothing from Mia until like the next day or later on that day. They had left and went back to DC. Mia apologized to them. She really didn't have a good explanation as to why she did that. She did not invite any of the other ladies. She invited those two. And she pretty much just kind of flaked on them. And she said, because I'm going through a lot and I'm done and whoop to whoop. Many people feel like because Jazzy and Stacey are not the front runners on Potomac, so to speak, she thought nothing of them. But I mean, if that's the case, why invite them? Mia was wrong, but Mia been wrong, Mia been lying, and they definitely gonna drag Mia. I feel maybe this much bad for Mia. If I'm being honest, I do feel a little bit bad for Mia. I just don't like seeing anybody jumped on or ganged up on like that. And there's a part of me that feels like Mia is just somewhere in the clouds, child. And my friends have accused me many times of being somewhere in the clouds and just, I'm an air sign, darling. You know, I fly above all the haters. Anyway, but we're going to pray for Mia. Mia, you was definitely wrong. And they're going to give it to you, Mia. Hope you ready for it, child. The girls are coming for Mia. They dragging Mia. And they soon going to give it to TJ as well, once again, and Stacey. And Stacey's going to find out TJ's true colors. But she knows that queen. Like, come on, what are we talking? Is there anything else that happened on the reunion? The reunion, it was pretty good. I enjoyed it. Y'all stay tuned for more. Anything else? What did you do? Ashley, she's officially divorced or getting divorced or something like that. She has, she's getting alimony, but she's getting child support, but not alimony. But Stacey is getting alimony and not child support. Yeah, so I don't know. It's Potomac. With that said, I'm Mr. Chalaki on Google Plus. Follow me at It's Kings on Instagram and Twitter, at It's Kings on 89 on Snapchat, Chase King on Facebook, Mr. Chalaki on Cash App and PayPal. And as always, run me my money or run me my money or run me my fade. Run me my money the way I get paid. Stay black, stay tuned, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.